Hello, folks, and welcome to episode 27 of the Andrew Walker Show. Of course, I'm your host, Andrew Walker, and today we have three fine gentlemen from the local film scene. Is it a scene? I wanted to say industry, but it's not really an industry anymore.
Scene works.
Scene works.
Scene works.
I have Mr. Rylie, Mr. Joe, Mr. Travis. Joe was on here how many months ago? Probably.
Oh God, I think like
That was-
8 months ago.
I think
it was like right before
It
Christmas,
was December.
right? Yeah,
With
it was colder.
Carrie and Kate.
Yes.
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 Who we met at that one event put on by Golden Gambit in
Yes,
Corktown
that's right. Oh my God, that's right. Yes.
in October. Anyway, nobody needs to know any of that anyway. But welcome, gentlemen. I know you guys have a couple different projects going on. Rylie, let's start with you. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us how and why you wanted to get involved with performing and both in front of the screen and doing stuff behind the camera, I guess you could say, both acting and production.
Well, I started in film about 3 years ago now, a little over. And it was something I always wanted to try to do. It goes back to when I was a kid. I'm autistic,
It always does.
It does. We always want to bring our inner child out, right?
Yes, yes.
But as a kid, I'm autistic, so watching films was a good way for me to kind of learn to socialize, but also at the same time connect with the world in a way that I feel everybody connects with film.
Yes.
So this is my way of giving back as well as chasing a dream that I've always wanted to chase.
Nice. Now, Joe, I know you last year you started ST Productions?
ST Park. A lot of people call it
Yeah.
Saint Park Productions,
Yeah,
but believe me, I am no
ST
saint. So, but
Yeah.
yes, ST Park Productions.
And you started that because you knew you wanted to get on the production side of things, right? Well, like for film and everything. What kind of projects do you have under that banner right now?
At the moment, it's mostly just short films. We have a pilot concept called The Hook. We're collaborating on a web series called Brimstone with IdeaPhage and Travis, and we've just wrapped Mistaken, which was a 48-hour film project. So,
Yes, put on by our friend George Ansara, a friend of the show too,
Right on.
and I've been on his show.
Yeah.
Great dude. Travis, tell us a little bit, what you can, about this project called Brimstone.
So Brimstone, it's actually a, excuse me. So it's actually a proof of concept. I have been writing like film and video production for almost 20 years now. And so I've got a lot of different ideas that have kind of fit into different boxes, but they often have like a supernatural theme to them.
Okay.
So the idea of Brimstone came up when I was writing something with a friend of mine, and we want to pitch it as like a series, all right? The working title of that is Mystical, but I think we're probably going to change it. But, we're creating an entire world. It's going slow. And I said, we need to do something that I can film like quick and easy. And then so Brimstone got written, and then the more that the word got around, the bigger it got. We ended up with, because I originally thought that I would be filming it, like maybe me and a couple crew members, and we had like a crew of like 15 people,
wow.
I think, which was amazing, by the way. Thank
Yeah.
you, everybody.
Yeah, that's a good size.
Yeah. Once again, thank you. I appreciate that. And yeah, so Brimstone happens to be like a supernatural revenge thriller. I think there's some elements of horror. There's some elements of philosophy. All right. There are demons. There are angels. And really, it's just kind of the journey of Fallon, who is this woman.
Jimmy?
No.
Oh, it's a woman.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't put Jimmy Fallon on a show, I don't think. But anyway, so she's played by Yariani Sosa, who did a great job, by the way. And she basically is learning about like her father, who is a demon, and like her reactions to that and how it affects her And I think that's probably all I really want to say about it now.
Sure, yeah, you don't want to
Yeah.
give everything out.
Let me give you an episode-by-episode synopsis.
That's cool. Do you have any idea when that might be put out to the
Yeah,
public?
well, we do have a couple of ideas and we have some goals. We also, Rylie, Joe, and I have talked about like what is best for how to put it out, and if we have opportunities, we're willing to delay it. So I want to say our goal is, roughly around the beginning of the year. But if we find some different opportunities that might cause delays, we're definitely going to take them. So we'll keep everybody informed as that goes.
Sure, like you might get a distributor who says, "Hey, we can distribute this." We throw $10 or $20 your way. No. But no, that's good. Like, yeah, wait till the right thing comes across and then put it out that way. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Rylie, did you have a part in Mistaken, this short film that you guys?
I did.
I Joe got it to me today, but I did not have a chance to watch it. I know it's about 5 or 6 minutes long. It's a short film. Tell me about Mistaken to as much as you can. Of course, don't give the whole thing away, but I'm curious about it. You guys won 2 awards at the 48-Hour Film Festival. So tell me what you can about it. I'm curious.
So, Mistaken, I was a co-writer with Michael Picard, who was fantastic, and also a producer with SD Park Productions. And so, when we were doing the 48, as it goes, you've got a very limited amount of time to write, you've got a very limited amount of time to shoot, edit.
One would say 48 hours, probably.
Who would have thunk? So, so we're thinking through this, and about an hour goes by and we've got a final product, and Mistaken turned out very well. It's about basically a guy's coming home with a girl and he's pretty messed up. He's got you can tell that there's something, he's just out of his mind, and we don't know why he's acting this way. We don't know why he's being brought to this house. He's put into a basement. And from there, there's some things that happen that I think we threw in some twists, and when it comes out, I think the audiences, even for a short film, will be pretty impressed. They'll be like, "Wow, you could tell a story in 5 minutes." So,
I got to ask the follow-up question: is this a big enough idea that you could transform this story into a feature, like a 90, 100% feature?
100%.
Oh, okay. That's what I like to hear.
What we're thinking about right now is we're looking at trying to get this submitted in some film festivals that we're currently in contact, looking up some information, seeing when the deadline is. We want to fine polish it. We want to.
Yeah. Now that you'll have time to actually tease out a bigger story and like I said, polish it, just stretch it out into feature length. That would be very, very cool. I know a lot of famous movies start out as short films and go from there. Side note: every year the studio hosts something that's called the Wildwood Film Festival, and it's a very similar idea. You have more than 48 hours, but it's still just like a couple days. They give you a line of dialogue that you have to include in the movie, so they know, oh, these guys didn't make this a year ago, and are saying they filmed it over the weekend or whatever.
Right.
I've done it probably 4 years now, and in 2021, me and my friends, we actually did like a comedy sketch, and we won first place.
Congratulations.
Won $250. That was fun. It sucked because it was during COVID, and normally they show all the films at the Oxford Theater, but they just did it online because it was COVID. But I'll let you guys know when we're doing it.
Yeah.
If you guys want to participate, or if you know anybody else that wants to do it, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun time.
Yeah. Travis, tell me about, what's the name of your production company? Astrophage?
Ideaphage.
Ideaphage. I was so close.
Yeah.
Astrophage was the red stuff in Project Hail Mary.
Okay.
You haven't seen it, have you? Oh.
I haven't seen it. I'm waiting to read the book first.
Two friends of mine read the book before they saw the movie and said both are excellent. So there you go.
Okay.
I've had like 6 people tell me I should read the book, so I'm, yeah.
Same guy who wrote The Martian.
Yeah, I've heard that. Yeah, so Ideaphage. I honestly don't really know what to say about the company. It started out, there was 4 of us who started the company, and honestly, as the years went by, a couple of us just kind of dropped out, and the company disappeared for a while. So we're back right now. We have 2 out of the 4 owners are left. I'm looking possibly bringing on another veteran. We're a veteran-owned company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so possibly bring on another veteran in the next year or so. I've got to see what happens when she gets out of the Navy. And I don't know, we want to do, movie production. We do like marketing, advertising, commercials. It's supposed to be like a full service company.
Yeah, where you guys could do
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Like you said, commercials or...
At this point, a lot of that full service, I will admit, it's like I know people who have been in the industry for like years, and it's like this person, has done graphic design for 10 years. So, technically we just have a partnership with them.
Sure.
Yeah.
Did you partner with any of these productions through Ideaphage, or is that...
No, actually we didn't. Brimstone was the first partnership, and we talked about how we wanted to collaborate a little bit more. But as it was, for before Brimstone, I still am working with a friend of mine who has like a marketing and sales company for like tools and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And I just revamped their entire marketing plan because what they were doing was taking way too much time. It wasn't working. I ended up working like for 9 months straight. Almost all I did was work, and I was exhausted. After Brimstone, I was like, I need to step away. I need a break. I need to sleep.
Yeah. It can be really, really draining.
Yeah.
Doing something like that, but the flip side to it is you're doing something that you love, and
It's true.
something artistic,
He's a marketing genius, by the way.
Cool.
You're a marketing genius.
No, agreed.
I'm a novice. You're a genius. I've seen how you work, and you've got everything laid out. I would recommend him
I
for anyone that needs.
would also recommend you. So it's.
I appreciate it.
You know what?
can-
Let's just work together on marketing, okay? Then when we got 2 geniuses. We got 2
I
What
people.
about Joe?
Nope, I am not the.
Joe's
I am
really
the
good at a lot of
opposite
things. Joe's
No,
really
these
good at
two
a lot.
are. These two do a phenomenal job at what they do, without a doubt.
Just from the little bit of stuff I've seen you guys do on social media, I would say from what I see so far, it looks good. And I know me and myself and other people will be seeing more of it in the future. Travis, what were your 3 favorite films as a kid that like really like lit your fire to like be interested in movies?
Oh man. Probably Ghostbusters. It was like
Yeah.
when I was really young. I think I watched that probably 8 times a week. Yeah, it was
Twice
like
on Sundays.
twice on Sundays.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would say The Matrix. Definitely when I was in my teens, I remember like thinking that I was losing faith in movies, and then I went and I saw The Matrix, and I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it was a game changer for sci-fi and for
Yes.
graphics, and yeah, that movie was huge.
Yeah, it was an amazing film. I really liked the way that it wove like the graphics, but the philosophy, and the
What
writers.
is reality?
Yeah. The Wachowskis really actually understand like martial arts and a lot of other things too. I want to say there's a line that I thought was really cheesy before I started doing martial arts in the second one, where it's like you never know someone until you fight them, and then you learn like, oh hey, this movement you can like deflect somebody's arm, or if you twist this way a little bit, you can actually spin them around, and then this becomes a neck break, and you're like, okay, let's not do that, But it's basically all how you want to fight.
Sure.
I don't know. The third one is that's really tough. Maybe Braveheart. I was a really big fan of Braveheart for the longest time. I did a whole bunch of research on William Wallace when it came out, and
'Cause he was a real dude.
yeah. Also, he had 3 uncles, not just the Uncle Argyle who raised him. I remember that. Don't remember a whole lot of other stuff.
I've never actually watched that all the way through. I've only seen bits and pieces of it, so I need to sit down and watch it. Gibson directed that too, right?
I actually don't remember.
I think he did.
He may have.
He's one of those guys, kind of like Clint Eastwood, who's a great actor, but a really great director too. They know what they're doing.
He is. Yeah. He understands story a lot. It's really a shame that things went with him the way that they did, because he was very talented.
Yeah.
Man, I hate it when like you really, really look up to somebody as like a writer or director, actor, like any of the above, and then you find out, no, actually, they're a little bit crazy, or they're a terrible person.
There's a whole list of them now.
They are.
And it comes down to, though, like, hey, can you separate the art from the person? And do you, is that something that I don't know where I'm going with this, but yeah, mainly, can you separate the art? Like, I love Woody Allen. Like, I think he's a super, super funny dude and a great director. But yeah, he's kind of pervy with what he did with his adopted daughter. He married her.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy.
Pretty creepy.
That's pretty creepy.
But his stuff in the 70s was brilliant, at least in my opinion. And even like in the 2000s, he made a couple really good films like Match Point and Midnight in Paris and a couple other ones. But yeah, no, with Michael Jackson, one of the greatest showman musicians of all time, and not just with lyrics, but he wrote a lot of his music himself. Just a brilliant dude, but also
I was a big Neil Gaiman fan. That was a punch in the gut.
Sure.
That was a punch in the gut.
Sure. Joe, same question about films. Like, what are 2 or 3 big influential films that got you on your way of being interested in this stuff?
My first one is probably going to be Interstellar, actually. I've always been a real huge fan of some more science-y films, and the fact that they even got Kip Thorne to consult on that black hole in that movie.
That's right.
I found super interesting, so I love that film.
I know Chris Nolan said he wanted to follow the science the best he could with everything that was being portrayed on screen. I'm a huge Chris Nolan fan. I've seen all of his movies in the theater except Memento, I think. So, no, I didn't see. Yeah, just Memento's the only one I didn't see. Oh, and Tenet. That came out during COVID, and yeah. But did you see the Odyssey?
I have not yet. No, I've heard good things,
Excellent.
but I've not yet seen it. So
it's excellent. It's 3 hours long, so prepare yourself. But it's edited at a tight clip where it's like, oh, this doesn't really seem like 3 hours.
It's a very it's one of those films that are few and far in between, where you have 3-hour film and it feels like an hour and a half, but it's that good.
And like with Oppenheimer, which was also a full 3 hours, that movie doesn't really have much action. And there are some parts where I would cut 15, 20 minutes from.
See that?
But it was still edited, I thought, in a good way that still kept it interesting, at least for me. What are some other films?
I'd say the second one, I know what he's thinking. The second one is
Barbie?
Maybe.
Oh.
Maybe not. The second one I was going to say is probably I don't know. I got in this movie called Passengers. It's a movie with Chris Pratt and Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah, they're the only 2 people on that
Right.
ship.
It's like a 150-year voyage, and they're
Yeah.
just kind of chilling there, and they're like, well, shoot, we still have 80 more years to go on this ship, and
All we got is each other and robots.
That's what
and
the
a lot of
bartender-
whiskey.
Yeah, that's with the bartender, right? Where he
Right,
tosses
a
the
robot
bartender.
bartender.
Michael
Michael
Sheen.
Sheen, yep.
I saw 10 minutes of it one time. I didn't watch all
It's
of
a
it.
hit or miss, but it's not a bad. It's a pretty nice film.
So
in all
keeping in the
honesty.
same genre as Interstellar, right? Your outer space stuff.
But then the third one is probably quite the opposite, and I know what he's thinking. So
What's he thinking?
The third
Superman.
one, the third one, I gotta say is Superman for obvious reasons.
Didn't you, or weren't you a extra on it.
I was,
I think
yes.
I remember you posting about that a while ago.
Like last year in July, and I just
Or maybe you mentioned it.
yeah.
I don't know, but I knew that somehow.
And
in Cleveland, right?
And in Cleveland, and
'Cause I know they filmed most of it there.
and I worked for Lex Luthor in the movie, and
He
I
tried to
know
kill Superman. He tried to kill Superman. I'm still convinced that you're the reason that critics panned Supergirl. You hate those Kryptonians.
We could film a backlot Superman film, and you could play Lex Luthor, because, for
yeah.
obvious reasons.
That's true. That's true. I'd have to wax my
Maybe.
head a little bit more though.
I liked Superman. I thought it was a lot different than the Zack Snyder Superman, which I did not like. I think Zack Snyder's
He doesn't
Really?
understand superheroes.
no, he doesn't, and his visuals are awful, in my opinion. But James Gunn, his films aren't perfect, and I always have some sort of issues with some of them. But
Yeah.
this I thought was fun. It was enjoyable. It was more upbeat. It wasn't dark like.
Superman shouldn't be
Right,
dark.
right.
I agree. Batman, yeah.
Yes.
Superman, no. Very, very different. I did not see Supergirl. I'll probably catch it when it comes on HBO. I heard mixed things about it. My buddy, who's a film director, you might know him, Robert Butler. He was with me.
I've heard the name.
when-
Yeah,
when
we
we were
met
at
him.
George's party.
Or yeah, we all met him
Yeah.
at yeah.
Oh yeah.
But anyway, so he's the film I'm helping with right now, Phantom Moon. So he has his own film review website called De Facto Film Reviews, and he is able to get screeners and go to see movies early and everything. And he said he liked it. He said it does Supergirl doesn't deserve the crap that it's been getting from a lot of people. And I usually agree with him on movies after I see them too. So
That's how I felt about the Odyssey, though. Like I was like, I think a lot of people came in with a preconceived notion. That's one of those films that if you just watch it, it's just a good film. It's just really well told.
it's really well told, really well shot. The lengths they went through to not use CGI and to do practical effects, you could tell it looked so good on the screen.
Not to spoil anything, but the cave scene, it was
The
16 feet tall. Holy crap!
And they used a lot of forced perspective with, like, do you remember the scene where they get onto land? I don't know if it's an island or whatever, and then they come across like the giants
Yeah,
in the armor.
yeah.
So the person, the stunt double for Matt Damon's character, it was actually a 5 foot tall woman up against a 7.5 foot tall dude in the armor. But the way the camera angles were in the forced perspective, it made it look even like more of a
That's awesome.
discrepancy. I'm like,
Movie
I would have
magic.
never thought to do that. Yeah, and I just love Chris Nolan. He does as much practical effects as possible. Yeah, it might cost a little bit more money to do it, but you're employing people that are doing real hands-on work. The audience will know. The audience can tell CGI from practical effects, and it just looks so much better. Riley, same question to you about what are some of your favorite movies growing up that inspired you?
Inspired would be, number one would have to be the original Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Like for me, I watched that, as autism goes, repetitively, 60 times in a summer at least.
Sure.
And I mean, I love Tobey Maguire's performance. I know one person here may not have the same opinion on Tobey Maguire's Peter Parker, but I will say I like the Green Goblin. I love Willem Dafoe as the Green Goblin. Oh my gosh.
That was a slam dunk.
He's one of those actors, no matter what, even if the script is bad or whatever, he still brings it.
Yeah.
Every time. You're always going to get something good and crazy from him.
He's one of those animated performers that you can watch, and even if it's a train wreck, it's still watchable. It's great, you know.
I like the second one too. The third one with the Venom. I don't know. I'd be okay if I don't have to watch that one ever again. But those first two Sam Raimi ones, excellent. I like Andrew Garfield as an actor. He's done some great stuff. those two that he did, I thought were okay. They're watchable.
Yeah.
I don't think they're terrible. I thought it was interesting a couple years ago when they had all three Spider-Mans together,
Yeah.
and it's like, all right, I know you guys that Marvel has to
Yeah.
do
Oh.
things to get people into the studio or into the theater to sell tickets, but it was interesting.
Yeah. I'd say so.
What else besides Spider-Man?
Well, as a kid, Step Brothers was always number two.
yeah.
I have never seen that. It's
Really?
Will Ferrell and John C.
C.
Reilly.
Reilly.
Yeah. I've heard a bunch of goofy scenes from it,
It's
Like-
it's quotable for sure.
like something with a drum set.
Yeah,
don't know.
get your
your-
something sack off my drum set.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He does a full like scrotum. Thing,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. Now prosthetics. He was all ball there, and
All during Shark Week.
right. Why are you so sweaty? I was watching Cops. And then I would say The Hangover was number 3 as a kid.
Hangover. That came out what 2008?
9, I believe.
9.
I believe.
You know, that was like Zach Galifianakis' like first big thing where like people recognized him, and it was just there was a lot of like shock factor in that movie with Bradley Cooper, Ed Helms. Yeah, it was great. The second one I saw, it was okay. I didn't see the third one, so I heard it wasn't that great. But
It wasn't.
you know how trilogies go.
Yeah. You know, the first one's always going to be the best,
Yep,
but
yep.
you know, I like the third one personally, just because it ties everything in a nice bow. That
Do they
is
go
messy?
back to Vegas? I
They-
don't know anything about the story.
They do go back to Vegas and they meet up with Leslie Chow because, of course, they gotta bring Chow in.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically about they owe a lot of money from the first film, and so to get this money, they hire Chow to basically help them find some money. And long story short, a lot of twists and turns, and all of a sudden they need to find Chow again, and this time it's the last time they're going to look for him. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Cool. For me, some of my favorite movies as a kid, Pee-wee's Big Adventure.
Oh, that's a good movie.
That's my favorite comedy of all time. And like you, I would watch religiously every Saturday. Me and my sister would watch Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Empire Strikes Back. And, for another one, I don't know what I would pick. Have you ever seen The Burbs with Tom Hanks?
Yes, that is fantastic.
It's one of those like half comedy, half, I don't know if you consider a horror or thriller.
Maybe a little bit of a suspense movie.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. It's by Joe Dante, who also did Gremlins, and he did a couple other movies like in the 80s.
Did he do The Frighteners by any chance? Was that? I don't remember who did that, but I was talking about that movie the other day, and it seems like it's kind of the same thing where it's, there's a little bit of comedy. It's got Michael J. Fox in it, but it's really kind of a
Yeah.
supernatural, like almost horror. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but I haven't seen it. But yeah, The Burbs, so my sister and I, we grew up in Pontiac, and our street was kind of like a lot like that. Like in the summer every year when we'd be off school and we would just be hanging out with the neighbors and everything, something weird would always be going on. Somebody's house would be like exploding or something. Just all sorts of weird stuff.
I lived in Pontiac a couple years ago, and
How many times did you explode?
I never exploded. However, about 2 or 3 in the morning, you might hear either A, a transformer explode, a car, B, or C, didn't see the house explode, but you would have sworn it did.
So when we watched that, we were like, this is just like in the early mid-90s when we were growing up in Pontiac. So that movie always has a special place in my heart. One more, that's one of the most strangest movies I've ever seen with Chevy Chase, called Nothing But Trouble.
I haven't
You
seen
guys
that
heard
one.
of that? It's one of those movies. It's got him, Demi Moore, John Candy, Dan Aykroyd. It's got these big names. And it
SNL lineup here.
yeah, it came out in like 91 or 92. But it was written by Dan Aykroyd and his brother, who were on a cocaine bender. They wrote the script in one weekend. And the movie is like a fever dream. I'll send you guys the trailer for it, and you're going to be like, what is this movie?
All right, our next movie night, I know what we're watching.
If you're in for something that you've never seen before, and you'll probably be like, I don't ever want to watch anything like this. It's not like that, because it is really funny, and all the practical effects and things they do in it it'll.
I gotta ask, if it was written on a cocaine bender, do you need to be on cocaine to see it, just for science?
You don't need to be on any uppers. Some shrooms would help. So
Duly noted. So
It was that damn good.
this movie is that good.
I like how every time he says something, you just look at me. Like, I know you don't like Tobey Maguire. I know you have mushrooms.
I think we need shrooms.
So, gentlemen, what would you like to accomplish in the future, movie-wise? Not just movie-wise, but creatively, production-wise, like in the next 5 years? What if idealistically someone gave you $200,000, what would you do with it?
Well, I would probably. I used to be a big writer as a child, and I've written a lot. So I would probably enact some of that into one of my own feature films. Potentially write maybe more of a feature, or if I can, for a concept pilot, something really good.
Do you have a rough idea?
Oh, it's all written down. I've had a script that I was ready to submit back in high school to Amazon Studios.
Tell me all the details here. Talk into this.
Well, you see,
all 90
this,
pages.
this.
No. But at least can you tell genre? Like
Yeah.
what direction would you want to go for a feature?
So, for a feature itself, I would probably go more of a drama, more of like a telltale of the modern, underprivileged and underutilized youth and what they go through on a daily life. What the downtrots that society faces nowadays, and how it compares to back when I was a kid.
Okay.
And but in terms of a concept pilot, I actually have a couple ideas for sports genre, kind of sports drama. And then I have an idea for it's a drama about a man that goes from rags to riches, kind of like Hamilton, but a little different.
Is there going to be rapping in it?
If I do, Joe's a great beatboxer.
I
Travis is mad on the beat. So yeah.
No, that Jonah Hill meme don't.
Joe, what would you like to see ST Park Productions do if you had your way?
Well, I guess to kind of circle back to the introduction, I was going to say that, you could since our first podcast here, I'd say ST Park Productions underwent a rebirth back in January, where this man right here was a huge part of it.
I saw you brought him on. I'm like, these guys
huge,
are going to get it going on.
I would consider him one of the founding fathers of that rebirth.
Cool.
Together we've, him and I, we've propelled ST Park Productions, to a point where, we're producing short films, we're producing, proof of concepts. We have dreams to continuously produce films over and over and over again. So with $200,000, I'd like to continue just making more films. The mission in mind for, I'd say, us both and Travis is to help propel Michigan back into the forefront of the film industry. And with $200,000, there's a lot you can do.
There is.
As far as films.
Would you want to do a sci-fi type, outer space type thing?
I don't think we have the budget, and Chris Nolan also grew an entire field of corn for that for Interstellar, and I don't think we have the money for a whole field of corn.
It'll just be about corn. It'll be the life cycle of corn.
So would that?
With rockets.
So whoever stars in that movie, would that be considered a corn star?
I'm out of here.
All right,
no,
I'll
that's
stop.
great.
Question.
I'll stop.
That's great, Joe. And that's something I've been hearing from probably everybody that is making stuff right now, TV or film-wise here in Metro Detroit, is like, yeah, we remember 15 years ago when the tax incentives were going on, tax rebates, whatever you want to call it, and there were tons of big film productions here. Batman vs. Superman, which they actually shot a scene right across the street in Orion Oaks Park. The scene where it says Wayne, it's like a crypt that was built right over there.
That's pretty
Yep.
cool.
The Red Dawn remake, I know they shot a lot of that downtown Pontiac. And of course, a million other things. How cool would it be if our legislature could get their act together and bring something like that back? They had that big movie studio on Updike here in Pontiac. So yeah, I know a couple people that were kind of working to get that to lobby the legislature, but they couldn't get it going.
I think it starts with making good products with good people that represent Michigan in its finest hour, you know.
And in the state, we have so many different areas where you could film a post-apocalyptic scene by the old Packard plant in Detroit, right? Like this de-industrialized area. You have some of the most beautiful non-ocean lakeshore on Lake Michigan. You have the huge forest and swamps in the Upper Peninsula. You have all sorts of different types of areas where you can shoot anything. The only thing we don't have is like big mountains or volcanoes. Travis, what would you like to do if someone gave you
$200,000.
$200,000 or a bunch of gold bars and said, Travis, what would you like to make?
First of all, can I have the gold bars? Is that
You could probably make, it's probably
Okay.
more than 200,000.
so? I've always wanted. My whole reason for getting into the film industry was I wanted to change the world. All right, I'm still working on that. But yeah. So when I do anything, I really want it to be something that's really fun, but I also want it to be something that people can connect with. And if somebody is trying to get through something, or if somebody is trying to, just figure out where they are, what their path is, that they can kind of get something out of that.
Sure.
And that is, I've had a couple of people who have read my stuff say, it's a Travis movie. It's got a message, but it's really fun. So it would be something like that. I don't know, Joe. What sci-fi movie do you want to make? We can do this. $200,000. We got this.
How about a crossover between Interstellar and The Martian? We got to get Matt Damon, though, because he was in both of those. He'll be the connecting tissue.
I would make a movie where Joe tries to kill Superman, and he learns that you shouldn't try to kill Superman.
Does he end up dying?
He ends up into Lex Luthor.
No, he wouldn't die.
Can I?
What?
Can I be a Green Lantern? Can I end up at least being a Green Lantern?
Yeah, there's like 18 of them now.
I was going to say, I know they had the first episode of that on HBO the other night. Anybody watch it?
Yes.
How is it?
It's fantastic.
I heard it's
It's
good.
fantastic.
I heard it's a little more different tone-wise. Like it's a little more rough, maybe.
It is.
Compared
So
to, let's say, Superman.
yeah, so I think they do a really interesting job of making it both kind of like a grounded story with detective work, with kind of like interstellar ramifications.
Okay.
Right. So there's a little bit of a mix of both, and I don't know if that's because they're trying to keep the budget and the CGI down a little bit, because you have to. But I think a lot of it really depends on the actors, like playing up their characters, and they have kind of a a little bit of a rivalry between them. If I won't give away why or anything, but I think there's going to be some more grounded detective work in it, and the end of the first episode will catch you off guard. You'll be like, "Whoa, I didn't see that coming."
I'm going to have to watch that tonight.
Yeah, it's really good. I'm looking forward to episode 2.
Okay.
So
I don't know a whole lot about the Green Lantern character. I know Ryan Reynolds did a movie a while ago, and I heard it was terrible. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
And then I know in Superman, Nathan Fillion played.
Guy Gardner.
So he's one of a couple, I guess.
Yeah, I think now that there's... Yeah, everybody's looking at me.
So
I'm the comic book guy
I know
here.
there's Kyle Chandler. And
Yep.
this one in the
So you've got
Jordan.
the other actor.
You've got Hal Jordan. Yeah, and I am terrible with names, so I didn't remember which actor played who. But anyway, there's Hal Jordan, there's Jon Stewart, and then there's Guy Gardner. And then they might bring in, eventually there's Jessica Cruz, there's Simon Baz. I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
Sidney Applebaum. Got to have a Jewish guy in it.
I-
I'm joking.
I don't think, there is not a Jewish Green Lantern. There's a squirrel Green Lantern.
Whoa.
There's a squirrel. Yeah, aliens, right?
Did you see, any of you, Spider Noir with Nicolas
Yes,
Cage?
I watched that too.
I thought it was good. It's cool they give you the option to watch it in black and white or color, which I thought was really cool.
That was a great option.
So I only watched episode 2 in color. I watched the rest of it in black and white, and I absolutely loved it. As the story went on, when they brought in like the experimentation stuff that happened in the past, it got kind of weird. But those first 4 episodes, it was really grounded. And like you said, he was a detective also, or a private eye.
Yeah.
I like superhero stories that are more like grounded. Not everything has to be, the whole fate of the universe is at stake. Oh, we have a 2,000-foot tall monster. I like the more grounded stuff. And that's why I liked Thunderbolts, because it was a little more grounded compared to a lot of other Marvel movies.
It makes sense. It makes sense. I really like Thunderbolts as well.
And that same director is doing the new X-Men.
I saw
which
that.
They just cast some of the parts for.
Yeah.
Connected to that, any of you guys see Obsession, the horror movie?
Not yet.
I have not, but I heard the main actress just got cast as Rogue.
She got cast as Rogue, and she's going to kill it.
Indeed, never right?
If you guys like horror movies, I highly recommend it. I think it's streaming free on Peacock now.
Oh.
Its
There we
budget
go.
was $750,000. It made almost $500 million.
Nice.
That's got to be one of the top 3 biggest return on investments of all time.
That and Blair Witch Project.
Blair Witch is
I
up there
think-
too, yeah. But if you guys are in for a good original grounded horror movie, check out Obsession. It is excellent. So before we started recording, I mentioned to you guys that I like to play Would You Rather, and I thought my app was broken because it said I've run out of content, but I was able to get it up. So can we just play a couple minutes of Would You Rather?
Let's do it.
Sure. Do we get
got-
to drink if we?
If you brought a flask with you, Joe?
I got my energy drink, but unless
Got
we want
water.
to have a heart attack on stage, I don't want to.
Next time I'm bringing whiskey.
We just can't tell anybody.
Oh.
Joe, would you rather live in ancient Greece or ancient Egypt?
Oh, ancient Egypt, 100%. Dude, I loved mummies growing up. I loved Brendan Fraser's The Mummy.
They're
And
coming
so
out with a new
being
one.
so being in ancient Egypt and
Did you think did they not have mummies in Greece, and maybe we just never read about them?
you know what? That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Another connection to Obsession, the main guy in it, is going to be in the new Mummy movie with Brendan Fraser. His name's Michael Johnston, also great actor. Rylie, would you rather eat a bowl of cereal with water instead of milk, or a bowl of rice with milk?
Okay. Do I get to pick the cereal?
It's Captain Crunch.
How long do I let the cereal set?
Like 2.5 minutes. So it's not going to get soggy,
I think I could bear through the pain and eat the cereal. I'd rather eat the cereal with the water.
Yeah, I would not want to eat mushy rice with milk. That sounds awful.
No.
All right. Travis, would you rather be a wizard or be a vampire?
Oh God, that's really hard actually. If I'm a wizard, can I cast vampirism on myself and make myself a vampire?
That's the one thing you can't do.
What? Oh,
You can You can cast anything else.
I'm going to say wizard because I'd rather be a werewolf. So
Turn yourself into a werewolf?
Yeah. I mean, if I can do anything else, I'd just make myself a werewolf. I'd live for like 500 years, and then wizards live, I don't know, a long time, right?
You're Team Jacob. Or
No.
Oh.
No.
Joe, would you rather eat a meal without utensils, so you could only use your hands, or without a plate?
What's the meal?
Kung Pao chicken.
I think I could do without the utensils, one by one, like a
It
bird.
would be weird just eating off of like a tabletop.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it.
Yeah, I don't think I could either. Rylie, would you rather have an incredibly nice car or own a personal helicopter?
Personal helicopter.
How
I
cool
can,
would
I
that
can
be?
go wherever I want.
Go wherever and be there like that.
Oh, yeah.
But
Do I have to pay for the gas?
you do have to pay for the gas.
That's an investment I'm willing to make.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I think there might be some places where you might not be able to go because like you wouldn't have a space to land.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
I could teach you how to rappel out of a helicopter. Yeah.
You have experience.
I mean, sort of. I was air assault in the military. Yes. They actually closed down the base the only day that we were supposed to like rappel out of the helicopters at the end. They had some kind of an air show, and they're like, yeah, you can't have, I think there were people jumping out of the planes and like, yeah, no helicopter rotors going around on base that day. Yeah. So we didn't actually get to jump out of helicopters, but I am honestly afraid of heights. So I'm kind of happy that I didn't have to do that.
Yeah, that would
Yeah.
terrifying.
I can still show you how, though.
Joe, would you rather enjoy a rich chocolate milkshake or a fruity strawberry smoothie?
I can't have milk, so I gotta go with the fruity smoothie.
Smoothie with no dairy.
Yeah, I gotta go
It
with
does
that.
sound good. See, some of these are like really good questions. Some of them are, I don't write them.
I mean, that was easy for me. I literally can't have milk, so.
Travis, would you rather have comically large feet or a comically oversized head?
Oh, man.
And your head is so big, it's wide, so like you have to go sideways when you go through
The
the
head.
house.
Definitely.
I mean, you could make a lot of money just like creating a character based on your looks and just
I would
be in
just
movies.
I would wear really tiny hats with it as well.
Yeah. Rylie, would you rather have dinner with Gordon Ramsay, the chef
Oh, yeah.
who does the Kitchen Nightmare stuff, who's a real a-hole, I hear, in real life?
Dinner, or is he cooking for me?
He's not cooking for you. You guys just like go out to a nice restaurant.
Okay.
Or I don't know if you know who this guy is, Jamie Oliver. He has a cooking show.
Yeah.
He's British. I actually watch his show. It's pretty good. Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver?
Gordon Ramsay. Because it would be an honor to hear him bitch about how poor the food is that I can afford to pay.
He'll pick up the plate.
Yeah, I would love to be an idiot sandwich.
Would you go out to his restaurant? That's the question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think I know the answer to what everybody would pick from this, but Joe, would you rather have your blood sucked by a vampire or your brain eaten by a zombie?
I'll probably go with the blood. I don't have a brain really, so.
Well, I mean, I think it goes without saying that you would perish, you would die if a zombie ate your brain. So at least with vampires, if they suck your blood, do you turn into a vampire? Is that how it goes?
A lot of the mythology is that you have to actually, they have to feed you the blood. They have to, drink you down to the very, minimum of what you have. And then they've got to give you their blood.
deflated and then flat, and then they put it back into you and blow it
Something
back.
like that. Yeah, like a balloon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like those little commercials where they say this is you and this is you on drugs, and it's just you're deflated.
Did any of you guys see Nosferatu a couple years ago? Yeah.
That's on my list still.
It was a really good vampire movie. I don't know if you've seen any movies by that director, Robert Eggers. He did The Witch or The Northman. And he's coming out with a movie now called Werewolf. I think it comes out Christmas. His movies are really, there's not a lot of action going on. They're more just like mood. But Nosferatu was excellent. Super scary.
I'd like to see a really good werewolf movie though, because I think most of the werewolf movies that come out are like, oh, I got bitten by a werewolf. I have to find it and kill it before I turn. Which is, I mean, it's a good movie. It's a good story, but it's also like the werewolf story, you know.
Yeah.
Or it's some variation of that. Like I'd like to see his take on a werewolf movie where, you know, maybe it's a little bit deeper than that, or there's like character to it. Maybe the werewolf has a personality, or like the person's psyche bleeds into it.
Exactly. That's good to have that base story, that mythology that everybody knows. You got to have something else to layer on with it. Yeah, there was a movie came out. There was a werewolf movie came out a year and a half ago. I don't remember who starred as the werewolf dude, but I think his girlfriend or wife was Julia Gardner. I don't know if you know who that is. But it got good reviews, but like, I never saw any promotion for it. I don't know anybody that actually seen it. It's just like, came out of nowhere. Let's see, Joe. Would you rather have a magic spice rack that refills itself, or a fridge that always has your favorite foods?
Oh God. I gotta go with the fridge.
Yeah, nobody
I gotta
cares
go with the
about
fridge.
spices. Hey, like I said, I don't write these. We'll give you a better one. Would you rather be an elephant or a mouse?
You know, I'm gonna go with a mouse.
I heard elephants are super smart in that, like, they remember everything, like every face and everything they see.
They have
Kind of like
empathy.
dolphins. I've heard that they're one of the few animals that, like, don't they bury their dead or whatever, or have like funerals?
Yeah, they have like graveyards. I don't know about funeral. I saw a video a few months ago where there's like a baby elephant, and there's like somebody just kind of swimming in the river, going down the river, and the little baby elephant thinks that he's drowning, so it like runs out into the water and saves him. Yeah.
Like the total opposite of cats. Cats would like look at you and smile and put you on your way.
Have fun with that.
Riley, would you rather eat a meal that is undercooked or overcooked?
I mean, for safety purposes, I think I'd go overcooked, but
Me too.
I also like my steak medium rare.
Yeah.
So
That's the one thing that I don't mind a little bit of blood.
yeah, it can't be like raw though. If I'm chewing on it like it's a piece of gum,
No.
you can keep it.
Yeah, and if it's overcooked, you just eat a little bit of it, whatever, and then an hour later you just go out to a restaurant and have a real meal.
Yeah,
If you eat the undercooked, like you could get sick. Travis, would you rather eat only lima beans for the rest of your life, or be allowed to eat your favorite meal, but only 3 times a week?
Can you just give me something else? This is too much. Give me something crazy.
Lima beans.
Like, I must be getting to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah. Give me something else. That's so easy.
This also has to do with food. Maybe a little more. Would you rather only be able to eat at food trucks, or only be able to eat at buffets?
Food trucks are more convenient, I guess.
What do they
They
serve?
are
Lima
but
beans?
buffets.
Yeah.
What?
Do they have lima beans?
You know what?
So the food truck only has lima beans that can go. That's the only protein on the food truck is lima beans.
Oh. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to go with buffets anyway, though, because No, my sister needs to go to she's got Crohn's, so she can only eat like very few foods. So if you go to a Chinese buffet, there's more than likely some like 3 or 4 different things that she can have.
Like soup and Jello.
Like chicken and rice.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost done with this. Last one will go to Joe. Would you rather Actually, you're the comic guy, right?
Yeah.
So we'll give this to you, and then we'll give you another one. No?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, no, sure.
Is it about killing Superman? Because he needs that.
No, but it's your basic Marvel versus DC. Only read Marvel or only read DC.
Oh.
Don't make him do
I was
that.
going to say they're making you pick.
Oh God, that's the impossible choice.
For me,
What happens if I pick one and then I pick up the other one?
so you have to immediately cut your arm and give a half a cup of blood
Like to the Red Cross?
To the
Jesus.
vampires.
To the vampires?
Jesus.
So there's going to be some full vampires because I'm gonna.
You're going to be going back and forth.
I refuse to choose.
Growing up, I
Wow.
liked Marvel overall, but my favorite superhero of all time is Batman.
Batman is the best,
So,
but so is Spider-Man.
yeah, there we go. And I loved X-Men. Like, I was 6 or 7 when the X-Men animated series came out in the early 90s. And my favorite was Gambit. Like I was talking about earlier, Robert Butler, the guy who's doing Phantom Moon, directing it, he lived across the street from me at the time. He would come over, he would be Wolverine, I would be Gambit, my sister would be Rogue. And we would watch that every Saturday morning. It was so much fun.
Have you seen the remake of it or the continuation?
97?
Yeah.
I saw season 1 when it came out, which was great. And for season 2, I've only watched the first episode, but I'm going to finish it. It's so good.
It's
The
worth watching. It definitely
animation
is.
style is
Yes.
perfect. I love it. I hate that they did what they did with Gambit though in the first season.
It was. You know what though? It was a really good end. It was a really good end.
It was.
And I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but I will say that he will at least show up in a flashback.
Okay, fair enough. Last one. This one's going to Joe. Would you rather eat a spoonful of sugar or a raw egg?
I mean, obviously the sugar. I mean,
Another bad question. Here's a good
Okay.
one. Would you rather always be hot or always be cold? And that's our last question.
oh God, all right. You know, I'm gonna be always. Shoot. I don't like being sweaty, so I'm gonna go with cold.
I would too. I often run hot, so I would like to be cold. Gentlemen, thank you for being on the show today. I love talking to you guys about film, TV, production, all that good stuff. We look forward to these projects coming out to the public and we can all see them. Do you have any last things you'd like to say? And also, do you have any, would you want to tell the audience about to follow your social media or websites? Is there a ST Park website maybe you could mention? Go ahead.
Yeah, we've got Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got, ironically, a LinkedIn page. Yeah, feel free to follow us.
ST Park Productions, folks. Rylie?
Yeah. Say look for The Hook on Instagram and Facebook. Look for Brimstone on Instagram and Facebook.
That's right. Those projects, yeah, they do have social media accounts. I follow them, and you should too. And you guys can see them when they come out. Travis Mandenberg.
Yeah. Couple of things. Ideaphage. We're going to be hitting social media in a couple of weeks here.
Good,
All right. We're building up content first. And as far as Brimstone goes, when it comes out, watch it. Both our leads, Preston and Yariani, are amazing. All right. In fact, our entire casting crew was fantastic. So just please watch it and give them kudos, please.
Yes. Thank you for mentioning those, you guys. Wanted to thank our director in the booth, Rob, and our camera lady, Sue. Thank you guys for helping out with crew today. Once again, we have Rylie, Joe, and Travis. This has been episode 27 of the Andrew Walker Show. Thank you for watching, folks. We appreciate everything. And we'll catch you next time. Peace out.